So, hi. Okay, here I am again. All right, so this message is to anyone out there that is surviving trauma. If you are hurting right now, if you have survived sexual trauma, if you have survived, if you've survived any trauma, if you're surviving domestic violence, if you're fighting through something right now, I want to speak to you personally. I want to let you know that you are loved, that God loves you, that you're better than this, that you can have better, and that you can do good things, that nothing can stop you, that you are an amazing person, and you deserve good things just because you are you. I want to let you know that you can go from really crappy situations in life where you've never seen anybody ever do better than you, where you don't think that there is anything better, and you can have better. I did. And I'm not special. There's nothing about me that's special. So believe me, if I can do it, you can do it. I want you to know that there are programs out there and people out there in ministry and programs that are made by the government and funded by the government, or even privately funded, to help you through this. I want to encourage you to seek help and to fight for a better life. Because let's be honest, if you're doing the same thing and getting the same thing, what's the point? Why not try something different? Go crazy, get wild, and see what can happen. If the same stuff happens, hey, at least you tried something different, right? Nothing about me is special. I've had a crap life my whole life. I've been being molested at 18 months old, 6 years old, from another person. My mom sold me so I could be molested. My mom beat the crap out of me, was neglectful. I was in and out of human services custody. I was in placement homes. I knew suffering and trauma and the streets. I knew selling dope. I knew selling myself. I knew hurt. I knew hurt. I know trauma intimately. And I want to let you know that there's more. But I also want to let you know that you have an obligation. You have an obligation. If you're suffering from sexual trauma, if somebody sat here and hurt you, you better go turn them in. Go to the cops. Why? Because they're not going to just do it to you. There's somebody that's going to come after you, that's going to get hurt too. And if you don't do something about it, at least say something to the cops, put in file a report, right? If the cops don't do anything and they're shitheads, it's on them, because at least you tried, right? At least you tried to give them the information. But if you do nothing and that person hurt somebody else, it's on you too. You're just as culpable because you did nothing. I'll be honest, I don't like this cancel culture shit. I think it's ridiculous. I hate how people will see somebody saying, hey, I was a victim of this person, right? And having courage to say it, right? And then they want to jump on a bandwagon. And a lot of times they don't even have evidence that it happened to them. Sometimes they do, but a lot of times they don't. Because here's the deal. The person that did speak up, the last person that spoke up, and they spoke up because you didn't speak up, shame on you. You got to look at them and say, you should look at them and tell them, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it happened to you because I didn't say nothing and I was a coward. Just because you're a survivor of trauma doesn't mean that you get to be able to be selfish in that way. Because what happens is people like me come after you and get hurt. Okay? My sister and I when I was little, I was 18 months old when my molestation started. Okay? My son's age, this little boy. And it stopped at 6. Why? Because I spoke up. My sister's 6 years older than I am. She could have said something. She should have said something. Had she have, it would have never happened to me. And that molestation was the cursor to all kinds of hell for me. It was her fault. Straight up. just like it was his fault. And so I have to ask God constantly to help me forgive her for that, you know? But I want to let you know, you have an obligation to those that come after you to say something. Say something. Say something to your mom. Say something to a family member. And guess what? If they don't listen to you, fuck them. Go to the cops. If you're a teenager, go to your school counselor. There's somebody you can go to that will help. And even if it gets worse, keep speaking out. Run away and go to somebody. And if they try to pull you back, run away again and go to somebody else. But you can fight because you deserve better, and you will get better if you fight for better. But if you say nothing and it happens to somebody else, it's your fault too. And I'm sorry if this hurts people's feelings. I'm sorry if it makes you feel bad or angry at me for saying it, but I'm being honest. It's just like racism. If you don't say anything when you see somebody treating somebody poorly because of their race, or disengaging because they speak about racism and they don't want to have a part of it, right? You're just as at fault. Nothing will change in this world if we all stay silent. You know the best thing you can do to change the world? Take offense. Take it personally when you see somebody being hurt. Take it personally. Take it personally when you see the potential for somebody to be hurt. Act like think to yourself, what if it was me? What if it was my kid? What if it was my brother or sister or auntie or grandma? And get mad. Get mad. There's a righteous anger that is absolutely okay. And fight. Fight for a better world. Because we can have it. But we have to all take part. Because there are those that are not going to ever take part, right? There are those that want to be destructive. I'm not saying that they were little kids and they were like, yay, I want to be an ex-murderer. Because that's not the truth. Nobody is a kid and wants to grow up and be a schmuck. There's something that happens to them too that made them feel that way. But you still have to stand up to evil. You have to. I want to encourage you that if you are going through something, if you aren't safe right now, you send me a message. You hear me? I'm going to send my email. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm giving my email. So I have an email that's prison2parenting@gmail.com. prison2parenting@gmail.com. I want you to email me if you need help. Let me know where you are. The county, the city, the state. And if you can't get help, I will help you. I will call the police. I will try to get you help. I will call people in your area. There are victims advocates, and there's a thing called COVA that's out here, at least it's Colorado's Victims Assistance, right? And so there are victims assistance places out all over the country. I will help you find a way out, but you need to fight for it too. I'm not going to do all the work. If you need help, you reach out and we'll get out of this together. I mean that. I mean that. I need you to know you're better than this. You deserve amazing things. You can conquer the world. It's in you. It's in each and every one of us. God loves you with an amazing love. You are perfect right now in your messiness to Him. Perfect. You can do it. And I'll ride beside you. And I'll find people that'll ride beside you too. But you just got to stick and stay and make it pay. All right? So God bless you, each and every one of you that watch this now and in the future. If you know somebody that you think might need help, please reach out to me too. I want to bless everybody that watches this. Bless everybody that watches this. Thank you for listening. Remember, there's more. There's always more out there. Always more. Have a good day. Oh, it's New Year's Eve. Matter of fact, have a good new year.